All right, what is going on here? This is Josh Lappin from Party Stream here in just a second. Just waiting for everything to sync up, but we are going to be live here in just a minute. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Again, my name is Josh Lappin from parttimedrummer.com, and we are here with a live training session for you here today. We're going to be covering some things from the part-time drummer. All right. So, in today's session, we're going to be covering some very important topics, to me anyway, and to all of you drummers as well, I believe. We're going to be talking about how to find a great drum teacher. But years, so I'm bringing all that knowledge and experience to you. He taught me the rudiments, and he got me going with a really strong foundation beats on the drum set. After that time, I've played in a large variety of church and gospel bands, mostly in my teens and early 20s. After that, I also went and I played with them and also participated in a lot of live events with them. Recording degree from Barton College, and spent a lot of time in recording studios and things like that. In addition, I also to the drums. I also play bass guitar, some piano and keyboard as well. If you want to see a picture of my actual drum teacher, you can check this out right here. It's the guy with the arrow pointing to him. That's Billy Kouta. He is an entrepreneur and musician. He opened up his own music shop and private student practice or teaching practice in Raleigh, North Carolina, where he currently resides. He's also a contributor to Modern Drummer magazine, and this is a picture of him at the NAMM convention with Gene Simmons. People who are, I think the guy, the smaller Asian guy, he is with Yamaha drums. So anyway, all that to say, my drum teacher was a really good one. He continues to be active in the industry, and I really owe a lot to him for his contributions to my musical career. So what I really want to talk about today with you is how to find a great teacher, because finding a great teacher is a very important thing to do. It'll get you started on the right path, and it'll really set the foundation for your future success. So how do you find a great teacher? Well, first thing is you actually got to find somebody. So here's a couple of tips on how to do that. Number one, you can search for a local drum teacher. You can go on to Craigslist, the classified service where you can search your area. They usually have it broken down in by state and then by different areas in your state. So you would go there and search, and there should be a section there that allows you to look for services offered, and usually musical instruction will be in that. So you would go in there and just see if there's anybody offering anything. And after that, you could, of course, either email or call them for further information. Another option may, if you're fortunate enough to have a music store in your city, you can go there, and a lot of times they'll know of the local musicians, and the actual musicians who teach will already have some sort of arrangement set up there where you can get set up on a schedule and take lessons in the music shop. I've done this before myself, taking lessons in the music shop, and what it usually consists of is you meeting with the local drummer, and you guys go into some back room area, and they'll start teaching you stuff. You never know what the skill level of the person is, so you're kind of taking a chance there. Same thing with the local drum teacher as well. As we move along here, progressively to more professional venues. Um, there are private music schools that exist in cities as well. You probably have to live in a slightly larger city to find these, but these are music schools that exclusively focus on teaching music, but they're probably not just limited to drum set. They're probably offer other things such as voice lessons or piano lessons or guitar lessons, uh, other various instruments, but hopefully they will include some percussion or specifically drum set there. So you can go to these colleges these private music schools and get signed up to take lessons, and you would get on a schedule. You would pay your monthly tuition, and then you would go from there. Um, the hope would the hope for one of these is that since it is a private music school, we would hope that the, the teaching staff would be properly vetted and have some kind of experience to be able to teach. So that's if you want to take it to the next level, the professional level, though, you have the option of actual music colleges or professionally certified schools, such as Berklee College of Music, which is in Boston, the Drummers Collective, which offers a certificate in drumming, is in New York City, and there's a couple other places or well-known music schools in Los Angeles and a couple of different other major metropolitan areas. Uh, with these colleges, you will have to know how to read music well, and you will also have to prove a certain skill level before you can get into these places. You'll have to do auditions and things like that. The drawbacks to these are that you do have to go to that physical location, so you would have to you're pretty much going to have to move there for the time that you're studying, with the exception of maybe Berklee that offers some online courses, but nice to be in person for these kind of colleges. You've got the tuition issue. It's going to be the equivalent of going to a college. Well, it is a college, so you're going to expect to pay those kind of prices for the tuition, and you got to pay for your living expenses as well. So a lot of times this is not within the range of the normal drummer. So we've discussed all the options except for one, which is one of my favorites, and it's a growing option for drummers today, and that is the online drum lessons. And with online drum lessons, you have many advantages, of which we're going to be discussing here in just a minute. So that is all the options you have for finding drum teachers. When if you actually find somebody through